Check microphone. Say hello. Testing. Yeah! He did it. All right. Man, oh man, let's get this party started. I got you guys all worked up there tonight. Yeah! He did it. All right. Silent movies. Yeah. All right. Got you guys all worked up there. Here we go. Unplug and plug in again. No, don't worry about it. We got it. Teal House Farm, Spirit Fruit. I'm working on the big farm. New Bloomfield 45 for the summer. All right, we started. I hear you. I got you. Yeah, my green lights. Here we go. Flipping and flapping. No, don't worry about it. We got it. All right, we got it. We're good to go. Hey, Sam, you got a backup plan in case it's raining on Thursday? We're going to need a backup plan. Make sure you text me. It's pretty wet out there right now, so we'll have to see what goes on. All right, you got questions? We got answers. We missed you guys. My boy's in town. Hold on here. We're going to need a backup plan. Make sure you text me. It's pretty wet out there right now. We got some reverb going on here. All right. So what we have is let me think about it here, what I was going to talk about. Oh, hey, Doug, surprised to see you today. Yeah, we drop in every once in a while. Hope your shoulder replacement thing goes good, Bonnie Joe. There's an exo. Close the other mic. Yeah, I better do that. Let's see here. We'll mute that. I know you guys are a little bit behind what I'm seeing, what I'm doing. Echo issues. No echo now, though, right? Give me a big thumbs up if there's no echo right now. Yeah, guys, so this is what's been going on. This is a family-friendly channel, WeTree. I watched that video you sent me. Thank you. Although I'm subscribed to them, they're subscribed to us. All right. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about it. Where has Doug and Stacy been? We had to take a couple days off, guys. My son's in town from Texas, and he's getting ready to be stationed in Hawaii, so we've been hanging out with him. And he's been up here. We've been doing firewood, building on the greenhouse, you know, just having father-son time and mama and son time and family time. And so we haven't had any videos to post. I mean, you know, so we'll be working on that. We got a big giveaway we're going to do. I'll probably make that video today. Man, you guys got cuckooed on a live show. So I'm going to make that video today. We're going to do a big giveaway. It's a sun oven thing. We're not giving away a sun oven, but Paul over there wants us to basically promote an item that he has. He's giving a big discount on it. It's something you guys should have at your house. I mean, we wouldn't bring it to you guys if we didn't really believe in it. So I'm going to probably make that video after our live show. Then we'll probably post it maybe tomorrow even. And then there's going to be a coupon code so you guys can get in on that. And we're going to give away a whole system of it. You'll see tomorrow. I know it's a nail biter. But so that's going to be going on. We got our Homestead Homie of the Month coming to a close here in a couple days. It's a tight race. There's some people, you know, that we got our eye on and stuff. And don't forget, guys, we got, you know, 11 more months, this month included, of doing this. So it's a great, you know, we got a long time to go, and it's hard to pick the winners. Just, it's kind of like the, you know, the essay contest. And if you're a little homestead homie and you came in on the essay contest, Stacy picked 3 winners. She's in charge of it. She's getting your guys' stuff together. She's a little slow, but she's very thoughtful. So she wants to make sure what she gets you guys is thoughtful and relevant. So that stuff will be going out in the mail pretty soon too. All right. Oh, there's 52 tweets from the cases and 51.5 from Prepper Rabbit. So those are 2 of the guys that are really on the ball for trying to win the contest. The Facebook Homestead Homie group is really taking off, you guys. We appreciate everyone sharing that link and connecting there. It's been cool to hear your stories. Somebody left some nice stories the other day, you know, that she feels like she's alone because she's a a vegan or a vegetarian. She doesn't eat meat, but she raises meat and slaughters meat because she feeds her dogs a raw food diet. So it was really nice to see her connect with some people in the group, because sometimes, you know, you do feel like you're all alone. So we don't want anyone to feel like that. If you guys have a question, make sure you're putting them in all caps. I got it opened up right here. Hey, there's Mongo. What's up, Stephanie? Yeah, when Stephanie came to visit us and helped us with the chickens, she left with a cat. She loves a cat, and apparently he loves her too. He's snuggled up on her lap right now. If you guys haven't checked out JS Farms 2004, go check it out. She's a nice homesteader. She's in our state of Missouri, and you know, she's a homestead homie. She came up, helped us butcher some chickens, hung out. Yeah, so it was cool. She's good peeps. So you might want to go check out her channel. So if you guys got any questions, I want to answer some questions, hang out with you guys for a little bit. If you guys want to talk about clickbait titles, it seems to be like the big thing that everyone wants to talk about right now. We don't really use, I don't try to use clickbait titles. The only one you can look at my videos and say, man, that's a clickbait title, was that stump removal thing. And I didn't even think about it. I just put crazy stump removal trick. And it was funny because I made the video, and when I was doing it, I intentionally, because somebody in the previous tree video, when the squirrel jumped out of it, someone said, hey, something about Paul Bunyan or something. So I just thought about that when I was getting ready to cut that stump off. And man, the trolls the trolls come out. If you're a smaller YouTube channel and you're you're on your way of growing, okay, Howard, Prepper Rabbit, you know, all you guys out there, Stephanie, you know, whoever's watching, Texas boys, you know, just be careful, because we developed this community, right? So I mean, we know we have like 5,000-6,000 people that, you know, come to watch our videos every single day, and you know, they're our community, okay? But when you put out a video like that, it opens up the whole, it's like you open up your front gates at your property, and you just let these trolls walk right through your property and go to the other side, right? So they just look over and they're critical. They're not part of the group. They don't understand what you're doing. I mean, people that left comments on there have no idea, you know, like our lifestyle, what we're trying to accomplish, what we're doing, and they just leave these what do you call them, drive-by comments, right? So just be careful. You know, if you're a sensitive person, it could crush you. We know people that have had YouTube channels that, because the hate got so thick, they basically just said, I'm done posting YouTube videos. So just be cautious of that. You know, if you're posting videos, if you have one that kind of goes, you know, I wouldn't say viral, but you get a lot of hits on it, or even viral. If you know, like Fauchomatic had just got her first 1 million view video. So that was cool for her. We love those guys. We'll be seeing them out at the conference in October 14th in Virginia, the Homesteaders of America conference. We're really excited about that. We have some giveaways coming up for some tickets and maybe some shirts. I don't know. I got to talk with Amy. So that's, you know, Fauchomatic, but she has a video that just hit 1 million views. But I'm just kind of saying that for you guys that are new creators, Ozark Off Grid family, and all you guys, because it can get, I mean, it can get pretty ugly. Like, so if you're not like understanding the psychology behind it, that these people have zero vested interest in you. They just came to look at that video. And even though the video said funny, in my case, you know, they thought it said how to for some reason. So just warning you guys, you know, obviously the bigger your channel gets, the more videos people watch, you know, and the bigger watches on the videos, your comments are going to turn into like this nice, supportive, hardly ever critical comment section, to like this crazy like vitriol and stuff like that. So just be prepared, you know. And it's good they leave comments, you know. I do leave them there unless they're cussing on them, then I take them off. But I leave all the crazy stuff about people hating my beard and, you know, all this personal attack stuff. So I'm just saying that, because this, I mean, it's part of the territory. Because if you're going to post videos and put your world out there, people are going to be coming by with a critical eye, and, you know, they have no idea what you're doing. Do you think clickbait is destroying YouTube? No, I do not. Okay. The thing is I want you guys to think back to the printing press. Okay, it's the same stuff, guys. Nothing ever changes. Okay, just because we have cell phones and computers now, and I can talk to you guys, I can like fire up the computer, and here's 126 people hanging out with us. Nothing ever changes. Okay, when they started the printing press and they started making newspapers, headlines get you into the article. So you want your headline. What did someone say? They said you want your headline to be intriguing, but not necessarily misleading. Okay, so you have to have that headline, or no one's going to watch your video. I mean, it's just like no one's going to buy your newspaper. No one's going to buy People magazine if they have a picture of nothing on the front and it just says, or a picture of a chicken and it just says, this chicken lays eggs. I mean, no one's going to buy that. So it's all the same stuff. Yeah, haters are going to hate no matter what you do. Bubba, you just your videos are horrible. You don't have proper lighting. That's a little joke between me and Bubba over there. But yeah, I mean, it's just how it is. But some people are just miserable all the time, guys. Just understand that. And some people aren't, right? Some people might come to your video and watch your video, and then they might be critical in the comment just because they're like the Trump or like the Doug. They're kind of direct, okay? They're not using PC talk, okay? And they're just like pointing out something that they see in the video that they might not agree with, but they don't do it in like this, smugly way. So just, you have to learn how to discern that stuff. So like somebody just comes right on and says, oh, your beard looks like a rat's nest, and you're wasting my time, you MF, for this, blah, blah, blah. I mean, that is not what I'm talking about. But like if somebody's putting in a septic system and you say, why would you put in a septic system? It's kind of a waste of money and that they're doomed to fail. That's not what I'm talking about. I mean, that's just like, a dialogue. This is my idea. That's your idea. So, because some people mistake people's kind of raw comment for like an attack or anything like that, which, sometimes isn't the case. So it's this YouTube stuff is a very tricky thing. I have super thick skin. It doesn't bother me at all. So unless, like I say, they're cussing or something, I'll leave the comment on there. Everyone can laugh about it. And, I could give a rip less. And it's not about the money, it's not like, oh, well, we're making money off that video or whatever. It's just, I don't care. I care about you guys, but I don't care what mean people say. It doesn't, I've never been affected like that. I've lived with crazy stuff like that my whole life. So you guys just have to learn how to get that and work with that so it doesn't crush you, because it can straight up just crush you. Okay. So you have to get that going on. 70 degrees here today. Beautiful day. Not really. It's foggy, rainy. We finally got a little bit of rain. We finally got a little bit of water pressure coming out of the doodad. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm going to try to let's see what we got. I'm going to make an adjustment here. Oh, okay. Ooh, let's check that out. That's a nice look, isn't it? All right. I like that. Lighting's pretty good. Everything's good. Sounds good. Quality's good. Doug, you know the Homestead Homie. What about the off-grid G? Is that you? You're going to be the off-grid G? You and Daniel down there? Yep. Be careful now. You're making your group a little too exclusive. Some of us guys are feeling left out down there with the Brad and Daniel homie hangout at Full Spectrum Survival and Go for Green Living. I was watching that video. See, and here's an example, right, of YouTube and comments. I watched Daniel's giveaway video yesterday as soon as he posted it, and right at the beginning of the video, he says, "Now don't forget, you have to say, I want in to win the prize." And then he hit the randomizer, and the randomizer came up, and the comment was right there. Everyone could read the comment, and I'm totally cool. She won. I mean, I don't care, but I just made a joke and I just said, you just said that it has to say, I'm in or something. And then that comment that you said won didn't even say that. And I get that too, because that happened to us one time. So then after that, I was very particular. I wanted to make sure I was staying towards the guidelines. But then somebody said, oh, I can't believe you just tried to steal her joy. She watches all their videos. You should be ashamed of yourself. I am. And I was like, right under my comment, I even said, congratulations. I mean, so it's just crazy. But yeah, if our names are different on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc., we need to have the same name on our accounts for you to know we are sharing. No, if you share Instagram or Twitter, all you have to do is tag us and we'll get a notification saying that you shared anything that we have. So I'll just make sure you're always tagging us and we'll get it. But I got my eye on you guys. I know who's trying to be the Homestead Homie of the month. Yo. All right. I'm here, Yahoo. I'm here, Google. All right. What advice do you give to young people about the Torah? Do the best that you can. Try to find a Jewish person or Jewish understanding, but I don't do politics or religion. So just, try to lean towards learning Torah stuff from rabbinic sources. Okay. You're going to be misled if you listen to, like Christians who started keeping the Torah. Okay. And some of them are progressing on the path, and some of them are staying right where they're at, very comfortable. So just do the best you can, question everything, try to learn your Hebrew if you're young. So that would be really good too, to learn the text. You don't have to have a translation. You can learn how to read the Hebrew, and then you can read the text legit without translation on top of translation on top of translation. Hey, Deborah, your stuff's in the mail. You should be getting it pretty soon. Oh, I was just going to say, yeah, buddy. All right. That's good. They got it there pretty fast. Are you, Deborah, by the way, are you by the Coral Castle? I was wondering about that. I took my kids down there to Miami, and we stayed at the Cordoba right there on the beach. And we went down and checked out the Coral Castle. It was awesome. So neat. Human ingenuity is awesome. I love it. How's the weather there? We got misty, cloudy, no rain today. Rained yesterday on and off, last night a little bit. We did get some water out of the deal. So not enough to really get us going, but we're doing pretty good. Doug, we're waiting on a soapbox video on politics. No, we're not. You don't want that one. Sometimes you got to let go of that stuff, man. It gets too, you get too worked up. It messes up your quality of life. Life is short, guys. What is it? Today is your tomorrow. So if you're planning on doing stuff, do it. We've had a couple, my mom especially, she's had a couple of her friends die. It's just crazy. And, you just hear stories all the time, and people, no one ever says, they regret doing something, like, pretty much. Of course, if it turned out bad, they say that, but what they always say they regret is not having done something. So just remember that, guys. If you have a goal, if you're wanting to do something, just start making those steps, taking those baby steps, moving towards that goal. And yeah, we have a truck. When we first got out here, I had an F-350 dually, and then I got rid of that, and we got a Jeep Wrangler, because my wife loves Jeep Wranglers. We've had one ever since we've been married. And then that was like the worst vehicle you could possibly have we had two cars then. We had a Jeep Wrangler, and then she had a little Mazda 3. So that's like the worst thing you could have for like a farm thing, because you can barely pack a lunch in the back of those things, and they're very small. So we got rid of that. We sold the car, and then we got a truck. And then I got a little truck, that little red truck you might have saw way back in our other little videos. It was the Ford Explorer Sport. I gave that to my kid, Grant, who's taking it to Hawaii. And then we got the F-150, which is a great farm truck. But since we're on the topic of farm trucks, I'm going to give you guys a tip that we just learned. We've been out here 6 years. I've been through almost a set of tires every year and a half. Okay. And I was buying some Firestone, pretty much like all-terrain tires. Okay. And from the Firestone dude, he's in town. He's a little mom and pop place. And I'm like, man, I cannot be buying, $900 worth of tires every, year and a half. So then I started doing some homework, and then I found that the regular road tires for regular trucks are like a 2-ply or something, you know, 1-ply. Well, it's not a 1-ply, but it's probably a 2-ply or something like that. So now we have an 8-ply BF Goodwrench 8-ply, and it's chewing up the gravel. I mean, you would literally get flat tires just from a piece of the gravel. Sometimes they'll get on your tire funny and cause you to get a flat tire. And we've gotten probably 2 or 3 times that happens those 6 years we've been here. So you want to make sure if you have a farm truck and you live off the gravel roads, you're going to spend a few extra dollars, but you want the 8-ply or higher if your truck can have, like, so there's a 10-ply, but we can't put them on ours because of the rims. The size won't matter, but the size of the rim matters. But so we have an 8-ply. So you want to get your most ply tire you can get on your vehicles so your tires last a long time. All right, Mainly Acres. You guys go check out Harrison Hightower. Good dude living in Maine. And he's got some cool videos. He does leather stuff. He tans hides. He's just kind of starting his channel off. He's got a nice family, and go check them out. He's in the comment section right now, Mainly Acres. And, you know, go check out his channel. He's a good dude. This last video he did, he's got this hand-worked leather sewing machine, which is pretty cool. So you guys go check that out. Yep, back at you. The Texas boys, it was awesome seeing you this weekend. Oh, wow, you guys do a little meetup, huh? Oh, I'm going to North Carolina, I think in about 10 days. Stacy's not going, but I am. So if you're in the North Carolina area, around the base, Camp Lejeune, we can have a meetup. So you guys get a hold of me so I know if we want to do it or not. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are living in North Carolina or around there that you'd come hang out with us. Maybe we could have, like, you know, some tea and cookies. But that's what's going to be going on pretty soon. I'm going to go visit him because he's getting ready to blast off to his deployment. So both of my boys are getting ready to be deployed. What do you guys do when there's a tornado up in your area? We have a crawl space. I mean, that's about what we got until we get our root cellar in. So that's what we would do, you know. What project have you been up to? I'm working on the greenhouse, and I got Sam from Teal House Farm. Supposedly he's coming up with his brother, and they want to shoot some video and help out with that project on Thursday. But I hope he has another day maybe planned, because it's supposed to it's wet right now, like really wet, and then it's supposed to rain again on Thursday. I don't know, so we'll have to see if he's got a backup plan. But that's what we're going to be doing next, is enclosing the joint and then finishing up the greenhouse. Guys, it's been 70 degrees here. Our garlic's starting to pop up. I don't know what's going on with where you're at. And it's going to get cold again. I mean, they're already calling for snow maybe next Monday. So that's just how it is. Last year at this time, I can go back in my videos, plus the weather dudes are reporting that it was like 70 something degrees same time last year. And then I remember in March, I was posting videos of the snow we got and the frozen ground. So yeah, you guys check out that. Mainly Acres is going to be doing a collab with Ozark Off-Grid Family, along with a few other people. I'm pretty sure Life and Farmland and a few other people like that. So that'll be coming up. We still have to put our we just have to put our video up that Heidi did a thing about over at Rain Country Homestead. She's did a collab about herbs. Stacy's still got to shoot that video. We had our boy in town that messed us up a little bit, so we're going to be getting back on that pretty soon. And then so that'll be coming out. And then we have that giveaway that we're going to be doing real quick besides the Homestead Homie thing. And then we're also going to we got a lot of stuff going on. Sometimes I don't know if I can keep up being a one-man show. We can meet whenever, Doug. Teal House Farm. Oh, okay. Well, we'll just keep an eye on the weather, Sam, and you know, we'll stay on track for Thursday. I'll know better by tomorrow how it's looking and how the ground is working, and then I'll get a hold of you, so no problem. Highs here in the 80s, and my garlic has already sprouted also. Yeah. So if it's going to get cold again, what you're going to want to do is layer another layer on top of your garlic. That's what we're going to do. So we have straw on it right now, but if it looks like it's going to, really get cold, see, because you're getting this catch-22, right? You have to, if you see them coming out of your straw or whatever mulch material you use to keep it warm if you're in a colder climate, you have to kind of remove that straw or your garlic will start yellowing and you can kill it. And then, but you don't want to, if you remove it, you have to leave it right there, because then if it starts to get cold again, you got to get everything back on top of it. And then you have to add a little bit too, so everything is under the mulch so it doesn't get frost. All right, the Fuel Homestead. Hey, you guys, Amy's here, Fuel Homestead. Don't forget to check out her channel. She does give updates on her channel about the conference. Amy is the man behind the curtain, woman behind the curtain for the 2017 Homesteaders of America Conference in Virginia on October 14th. We'll be there along with Faucio Maddock, our good friends, Joe Salatin, Fresh Eggs Daily. All these people are going to be there. She's got a lot of presenters, so you'll want to check that out. And if you go to her channel, and you can see like a commercial for it. You can follow her on Facebook. So check that out. Make sure you make your plans. It's kind of tricky there with the housing and stuff, for overnight stays. She's taking care of our accommodations there. But for you guys, you want to get on as soon as you can, because, you're going to have to drive in to the event because of the limit. It's kind of country there. So keep that in mind and make sure you get your tickets and you come see Off Grid with Doug and Stacy and all the other wonderful speakers at the Homesteaders of America Conference in Virginia on October 14th. The best conference in North America for 2017 for homesteading. All right, I bet that's going to be fun. I wish I could make it. Yeah, it is going to be a good time. We're going to try to make some videos. I think she says she's going to have some people videoing, so there should be some way that you guys can get the full conference, or at least, you'll get our snippets. We'll be a little better than we were at Appalachia's thing last year. We're going to take a lot more video, so you guys will be able to really check it out. And don't forget, we're going to be at Baker Creek Seed Company in May at their Spring Planting Festival. 20,000 people come there in 2 days. We are under the tent. We will be speaking for sure one day, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 2 days. And so we'll be there both days. It's always a Sunday, Monday thing. And we hope to see you guys there too. If you live anywhere, Arkansas, North Texas, Texas boys, you can make a road trip. And, we'll come up there. We're going to see all of our homestead homies and hang out at Baker Creek. Where does everyone stay for Baker's Creek? I don't know. Last year we drove down, went to the thing. We didn't speak or anything. And then we drove home. So I know there's some like RV parking places by there. I know there's big towns, Springfield or other places like that aren't too far where you could get up and then you could drive in. And if we stay overnight, if we do the 2 days, Baker Creek is in charge of getting us some pillows and blankets. So we could be sleeping in the greenhouse or whatever, but I really can't offer you any advice on that, but you can check it out. Do you have a video on how you built your off-grid laundry machine? Yeah, sure. All you have to do is type in off-grid laundry video, the wait is over, and you can see our laundry machine. All right, let's see. Homesteaders of America Conferences in Warrenton, Virginia, October 14th, 2017. Make sure you have your questions in all caps. Yankee 4, do you have solar? If you're looking for help, email me at, Yankee 4 knows how to do solar. If you want to get some tips from him, he's always glad to help. We have a Facebook page and a YouTube channel under the Homesteaders of America. Right, my bad. Don't forget, guys, go over to the Homesteaders of America channel on YouTube. Just type it in Homesteaders of America. Hit the subscribe button. That way you can stay up to date on the conference. And then that helps build awareness too, right? The more people that watch that commercial and share it on their Facebook, on their Twitter, on their Instagrams, the better we get the word out. And then the more homestead homies will show up there, and everyone can tell Amy that they came to see Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. All right, when will you start seeds and putting them in the greenhouse? Also, what zone are you? Zone 8. and we'll be putting our seeds out. You know, like I said, it's going to get cold again, so we still have a little bit of time. We usually like middle, late Marchish, you know, something like that. So we'll have that going on. Let's see. Do y'all eat rabbits that eat y'all's garden? No, we don't have rabbits in our garden because we have cats and we have dogs. And the cats eat rabbits, and so do the dogs. So, you know, they know better than to go in there. All right, let's see. Thank you, Yankee, for my emails. Samantha Griffith. Okay. Stacy, how can you tell I'm making kombucha right? Too wangy or not? Okay, Stacy's not here. It's just the Off Grid with Doug show. But you can tell if your kombucha is right. I don't know what you mean by wangy. You mean tangy? Like the longer you let it sit, the more tangy it gets because it keeps fermenting. So you let it sit out, you brew it. We have a whole video on it, and then you let it sit out, and then you bottle it. And then after you bottle it, if you leave it set out, it'll still get tangy. But if you keep it in a cool place or put it in the fridge, it'll stop the fermenting, and that'll be pretty much it. But you don't want it to taste sweet because that means it's not done fermenting. You shouldn't taste really any sugar in there at all. What is in the front and back height of your greenhouse? I saw, didn't you ask me that question on the video? I need to get out there and measure it for you, but roughly, just standing here thinking about it, I think the front of the greenhouse is about 10, 11 feet, and the back of the greenhouse is about 7. But that's roughly. All right. Homestead box. Yeah, you guys, we got some stuff coming out with the Homestead box. You might want to give them a look. We've gotten a couple boxes from them. I know we haven't shown them to you guys, but we're working them into some videos coming up. And we also want to make sure before we bring it that there's value there, right? Because, like, you know, you guys know us. We're not going to bring something to the video if it doesn't have value and, you know, we don't believe in it. So we're checking out the stuff. I'm working it into a couple videos, but I think, you know, depending on the next couple boxes, I think it's a home run. I think if you spend the money for the Pioneer box, they have a YouTube channel. You can go check it out too. It's called the Homestead Box. It's on YouTube. But I think you'll see that it is a good value. We have the latest one. You might have saw a couple other channels unbox the latest one. It had a hand-hewn garden tool in it. So that guy actually is from Missouri. So we like the fact that it's made in America. That's one thing I hope they really try to focus on in those boxes is getting stuff that's made in America. I know on some things it's a little hard, but if they could reach out to people and keep that box as much made in America as possible, I think that even adds to the value. But for so far, you know, we're enjoying the box, and we're going to work it in some videos. You guys go check out their channel, check out their website, Homesteaders Box, and, you know, just to give it a consideration because it's kind of convenient. Stuff shows up at your door and you don't have to go out and, you know, buy the stuff. I mean, it's just showing up. They're kind of seasonal. They're kind of thinking about what you're doing on the homestead at this time. And I think it's pretty clever what they got going on. And I think, I'm not for sure, but I think that they are going to be at the Baker Creek thing. Maybe, maybe not. But I think for sure they're going to be at Homesteaders of America, even as a sponsor. So they'll have a table set up. You guys can come by there, talk to the guys. And for some reason, everybody's name is Sam. And you can talk to those guys, get to know them, and look at some of their stuff. They'll probably have it on display. So we're trying to get them. I'm trying to get them to come to the conference. And as soon as I get like another box or something, I've also been authorized. I'm going to have a giveaway for a Homestead box for you guys. So we'll talk about that later on too. So I would check that out. All right. Hey, what does Stacy use for conditioner? Off topic. Any suggestions for growing potatoes? Boy, you're all over the place. So we have a video called Off Grid, or, you know, hygiene. Go look that up in our playlist. And suggestions for growing potatoes is you want the soil as loomy as possible. Some sand mixed in there so it has, you know, room to grow. And potatoes are pretty easy, you know, easy keepers, you know, so we're good to go. Did I hear you say, Past, that you were working on a fermentation book? We're working on a full-blown cookbook. Not too big or anything, but, you know, a nice little cookbook that's, you know, Stacy's putting together where we're tying in growing your food. And that's why these videos that we're putting out, Grow Your Health, that's all going to be part of it. We're going to give you guys some recipes. that you can use with the food that you've grown. So we're working on that. We're also working on like another book of kind of like our story, you know, our life that we're up to this moment. And so we got a couple things we're working on there. And then, but I mean, it's, whew. But yeah, that's, look out. That'll be coming out too. Do you look back to see questions on older videos? Do you get notified so you can know they are there? Yes. Our general philosophy, what we really try hard to do is answer the questions that people ask, especially when Stacy's cooking or fermenting or something like that. For sure, the first like day or so the video's out, then it gets like crazy, bunch of comments. We can't keep up. We try to, but you get so many. And then as it kind of cools off, people leave comments. So we, you know, if we have some, you know, if we don't get an email and then boom, somebody asks a question, I can get right on that, you know, and then go. So we try to answer all the questions the best we can. If we don't answer your questions, make sure you email us. Our email's in every video. And then if we don't answer that question again, just keep asking it, like the kid pulling on the, you know, pulling on the coat tail. You know, I won't give you the, hey kid, get out of here, you're bugging me. But I, you know, just stay with us because it gets harder. I mean, we're at 50,000 subscribers. So a lot of people are watching the videos. A lot of people are asking questions. So don't feel like we're just dishing you or something. Stay at it, be persistent, and we'll get to the question. The best, I hope that we can. I got to head out. Thanks for the great show, Doug. Yeah, just call me later. Or I'll call you sometime tomorrow. We'll see about getting together. See you later, Stephanie. She's got chores to do. Everybody's bailing. Oh, no. How far should chickens be from your house so they don't do a number 2 near your house? We open range all of our chickens. I mean, it's part of farm life. We get some number 2s sometimes right on our stair coming up to the front door. You just sweep it off or scoop it off. You know, I really don't know how to answer that question. You don't want your chickens too far away from your house. Just if you're going to open range them or whatever, just for maintenance and collecting eggs and hanging out and watching them and predators and all that stuff. But if that poop and stuff bothers you, maybe you're not an open range kind of person and you need to think about having a large run or penned in area for them to go into. I mean, you know, at first it's, you know, you get upset or, you know, you don't like it, but you learn to live with it and you just kind of clean it up. All right. What's up, Kentucky? We got a lot of friends in Kentucky. We're burning daylight here in central Wisconsin. Got to get back to the farm work. Thanks and keep up the great work. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your day, hanging out with us on the live show. My girls are a year old and not good egg productions. Can I get advice? You're right in the transition from pullets to hens. So depending on where you live, the days are getting longer, obviously, for everyone. They should pick up. Plus, if you're feeding them right, you're going to get more egg production and sooner egg production. And we did a video on chicken feed. If you just type it in, it'll come up. And then we give you a rundown of the mathematics of proteins and stuff that you need to make sure that your chickens are laying. So go check that video out. And he freely said to be strict with my beagle, but I need advice on how to train him that our chickens aren't snacks. All right, so if your dog, we have never had this problem, but I'm telling you, I've heard this story over and over and over, and it works. If your dog kills a chicken, tie the chicken around your dog's neck and leave it there. Okay? I mean, for like a whole day or 2 days if it's an outside dog, and your dog will never eat another chicken again. Sounds crazy. I know. But I've heard many people do it, and they said it worked. So other than that, you're just, you know, the same old routine of training, saying no, getting pullets and introducing them and saying no. And if he shows any aggressive behavior, you reprimand him right on the spot. You only let him out around the chickens when you're there. You know, that would be the other way to do it. All right. When we do a live show the first Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Central Standard, yes, we do. First Thursday of every month. Good job, Retreat. Let's see. All right, any more questions? We did the same. You use the double pitchfork in your chickens brew free all. All right. Retreat, Sweet Kelly, whatever that is. Bye-bye. Any suggestions for growing potatoes, or does that use for I already answered that question. All right, remove. Justin Rhodes stopping by your place on his farm tour. I'm not sure. We haven't really talked to him about it. We filled out his application thing. We thought it would be cool if they came by. It's no big deal if he doesn't. I know he's coming to a place in Missouri. I'm not sure how far that is from us. So either hopefully they'll come here, or maybe we'll be in contact with him, and then he'll let us know when they're going to be there, and then at least we can all pop in together. I think it would be cool to have us and the Rhodes family together on a video, and hanging out. Becky's Homestead said to give non-producing hens breed. Is this true? Becky's Homestead said to give non-producing hens bred. Is this true to your knowledge? No. Sounds like a wives' tale. That sounds like clickbait. You got to think about it. Is bread natural for a hen to eat to produce eggs? If we weren't here to feed the hen, would she go for bread to get more egg production? Doesn't sound right to me. So they need the protein, they need the seeds. We have, they're getting worms right now because they're all open range. So I don't, bread thing. I don't know if I buy it. I don't know. Have you raised them? Advice. Let's see. Have you raised them? When we talk turkeys, yeah, we raise turkeys every year. I mean, they're just like chickens. Um, I don't know what kind of advice you'd want to have, but they're easy keepers, and we open range them as well. Okay. So yes, we did a video about a conditioner for your hair. It's called the hygiene video. Go check that out. Stacy talks about everything we do for hygiene. And then what was the other part of it? Oh, potatoes. Make sure your soil is sandy, because they like to be able to grow and move around, but they're pretty easy keepers. Let's see. We are signing out. Thanks for the info. Have a good day. Appreciate you coming by, watching the show. You guys are cool, man. I mean, it's who would you guys are, I'm 40, I'm 49, I'll be 50 in October. And who would have ever thought that you could push a few buttons and hang out with like 150 of your friends and do a chat and answer questions and all this stuff over a box on your table? I mean, I think that's I really think it's a good time for people to be alive and using this technology, to follow your dreams even. I mean, how many people are on YouTube that are making a living, that are driving around in an RV, checking out the country? I mean, it's just cool. It's just a neat way to be right now, Hi, Doug and everyone. Hey, Minnie Stedding, Mama Viona, hi from Northern Arizona. We're putting a bid in today on a small, cheap country house with a couple of acres. Our family's excited to start practicing, and we all learn from Doug and Stacy. I'm digging that. I mean, that's really cool. We love Arizona. We have friends in Tucson. I spent a lot of time in Phoenix when I was a kid and young man, and I really enjoy it there. And that's really cool that you guys are moving up, getting there, getting your property. Love it. Do you eat your guineas? We haven't eaten them yet, but yeah, we don't have any problem eating them. But for us, we haven't eaten them. So, but everyone says they're really good. They're kind of like duck because they have a lot of fat and stuff like that. But a lot of people, they're delicatessens, like everywhere. People like to eat them, but no, we have not. Strange as that is, we have not eaten a duck or a guinea yet. But the ducks are on the list pretty soon. Do you still ride a motorcycle? No. So the story is, I had a motorcycle, a Harley Davidson, a Fat Boy. Stacy and me, we went from Boston to California. Our first night in Venice Beach, that bike was stolen. I was actually on the way back from the beach, about a block and a half away from the hotel. I heard my own bike start up and drive away, and it was like losing a kid. So we flew home. I got another motorcycle when I got home after I got the insurance stuff all settled out, and it was like a police bike. It was cool. I mean, I just didn't have that connection. And then I started my lawn care landscape business. So I sold the motorcycle to get funds for the lawn care landscape business, and to make, I bought a building and all my equipment, so we haven't had a motorcycle for quite a while, but I've had them ever since I was a young man. I had a little Honda Enduro, and then I had a K75 BMW, K75S when they first came out. I mean, so it's always been kind of a thing that I've done, but all that time I've never had horses. So when I went to summer camp and stuff like that as a kid, I liked riding horses. I wore a cowboy hat. They called me cowboy, yada yada, fun. And but so now we have horses. I really enjoy riding behind the horse on the buggy. I really like Western style riding. So that's kind of what I do now. But yeah, we kind of miss the motorcycle every once in a while. I just asked Stacy about that the other day. And sometimes we do kind of miss not having a motorcycle. Any advice on how to move off grid? We are tired of the daily go in the city. Sure, start looking for property and do it, but make sure that where you go, they're not all up in your business telling you got to have a septic or you got to run electric and all that kind of stuff. You don't want all that. All right, I had a Honda Nighthawk motorcycle and want another one someday again. Ashley, yeah. I mean, it's once you ride that. I mean, man, I got hit one time. I was in Michigan. I got hit by a lady. One time in St. Louis, I got hit by somebody. So on my K75S, I rear-ended this old guy. When you follow people through their turn, well, I was coming down the road and I was following him through his turn. I didn't have to stop for him to turn. Well, so he just stops like right in his turn. So I just clipped the back of his thing. So I had a few accidents on the Harley, but I had way more great stories and great adventures. If I was doing YouTube back then, man, woo, you guys would be loving the stories. Hopefully you're loving these stories though. We're 42 subs after 1 year. Hey, Doug, after 100 years, we will be near you on subscriber totals. Well, just remember, Balvey Small Farm, we started off with 0 subscribers, just like you. Okay. Everyone sees these people with their subscribers going up and yada, yada. It takes a lot of hard work. You have to be dedicated. I was talking to Joe and Chris over at Ozark Off Grid Family, and I challenged them to put out 30 videos in 30 days. And so they're on it right now. They're putting out videos, and you just have to, if you want to do videos on YouTube and build up a presence so you can maybe do other things like sell your soaps or sell your ebooks or that kind of stuff, and make a business so you can stay on your homestead, then you have to hustle. You have to collaborate, reach out to people on other YouTube channels. And, that's what you do. Okay, next month I moved to my ranch in West Texas. What would be the best chicken for that weather? West Texas, kind of hot, kind of dry. Rhode Island Red is a really good all-around breed of chicken. They're very hardy. They do good in the heat. They do good in the cold. They do good in the everything. So I would maybe start with some Rhode Island Reds, and go from there and see how you like them, and get a feel for chickens and what your weather's like there. But West Texas, I think a Rhode Island Red would be a good choice for you there. All right. Love your stories. Now you have peace. And man, that's what I was striving for. Yep. No doubt. Grind. Yeah, mainly Acres is because he's starting to put out more videos too. Now, here's the deal. I enjoy posting videos, and I don't look at it as like a job. Okay. In the same breath, okay, I want to put out good material. I want you guys to learn, and as we're learning, we're sharing, and you guys are learning. Some stuff we know, some stuff we show you the failures. Everything's cool. But if we are going to post videos, and I'm really going to stay on the homestead, I have to post videos to make money from YouTube and other sources, so that revenue comes into the homesteads, right? So I can stay here. So it's like a catch-22, right? I started off, I wanted to teach, I wanted to help you guys out, I wanted to share our adventure. It's a good medium for my kids. Both of my kids are out of state. I have 3 kids, but 2 of them are out of state, and so they watch the videos and keep caught up on what's going on and of our lifestyle and everything else. But then it got to this point where it's like we're comfortable not making hardly any money, and that's cool with us. We made that decision when we first got out here. But the outdoor kitchen, the greenhouse, you know, the raised beds. These things are funded by our online existence. Okay. Sure, we would get them done, but they would take longer. Okay. So we post videos, and this is a way that I can stay on the homestead, bring you guys quality materials. Stacy can work less days because we're making money online. That's why I was saying earlier, this is a great time for people that have this mentality, you know, this entrepreneurial type thing, to make money and be anywhere in the world, right? You can be anywhere in the world. A lot of businesses even are hiring people and they don't care where you're at because all the work is done off the internet. So it's a great time for you if you want to do this kind of lifestyle. Put in the hard work, find ways to make money on your homestead. We sell sheep, you know, we have produce, we have honey, we have internet, you know, so you can do all these things. And there, you know, there's different levels of success. I mean, heck, like a Wrangler star is probably making more money than some of you guys that have a good 6-figure job that are busting your hump, you know, 8, 10, 12 hours a day. So, you know, you just have to find and stay humble, you know, try not to let things go to your head. I mean, we're all just people here, and you can, you know, use all this stuff to your advantage. The days of having to go to work for somebody and clock in and clock out are over. I mean, if you want to work for yourself, you can do it, and you can do it using the great tool called the internet. And as a matter of fact, here's a funny story. My daughter was up yesterday. We had a little family get together, and she has a girlfriend that they just did a write up for her in one of the money magazines, like Forbes or something, right? Not, it's her girlfriend, so she's like in her 20s. They worked at some little retail outlet together, some store, Plato's Closet or something, you know, when they were kids. And so this girl last year made $1 million online. She has a blog called Making Sense of Sense. Go look at it. She puts all of her information up there. She tells you exactly how much money she made. They just did a write up on her. She's made $1 million last year just doing her blog, selling ebooks and stuff like that. And she's just a young lady, you know, 20 something years old. So the opportunity is there for you guys if you think outside the box, and you have to bring value to the people that are investing their time with you on the internet. So there's a great example for you guys. Wrangler Star has changed a lot. I no longer follow him, you know, and that's the other thing. Let me address that as I adjust my sitting here. You know, people evolve. Okay, you know, especially on YouTube, right? Because you're seeing people's lives evolve. So that is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay, even our channel, we have evolved on our channel, you know, and now, you know, we use a drone, and I mean, we're not like technically fancy like that. I mean, hopefully the more I do it, the better I'll get at editing and being able to tell my story. But our videos are raw to an extent, but we do more editing now than we did like when I first started. If you go back and look at my video, Living Off Grid or Thinking About It, and subsequent videos after that, I mean, I was just a cell phone, and I was just like no editing. I would just put it in the, plug it in the truck at night, and it would be uploading all the way till the next morning. And so, you know, people do evolve, and you're seeing it. So don't hold that against them, you know. But I mean, if you don't see the value in this content, then yeah, I guess don't watch them. But I don't think that holding, you know, saying that somebody's changed is necessarily a bad thing. I mean, he still has a lot of nuggets on his videos. He teaches you some stuff. So I know it's your personal preference, but all I'm saying is there's like this, you know, mob mentality going on sometimes with people. And I think, you know, we should all just remember that we're putting our lives on YouTube for you guys to watch daily. And you see people grow and change and try new things. And now, you know, for him, he's supporting his family. And so he wants to maintain that because, you know, this could be over tomorrow. So, I mean, you know, make hay while the sun shines. Let's see. Any questions? Make them in all caps. I don't think nearly as much as when the viewers have become too sensitive to proportionate to successful. You're right, Palmetto. Palmetto. That's a great comment, Palmetto Paratrooper. Because I go back sometimes and watch some of Cody's older videos, and they're almost the same. I mean, it's the same kind of format, the same kind of stuff that he's doing. but it's just now he's just like a little more eloquent. He's just fine tuned his craft of video making a little better. So you're exactly right. Because I'm telling you, if you guys go back and look some of his older stuff, it's almost the same. You know, a little different beginning and stuff, but they're structured and they're done the same. Doing videos is not easy. If anybody thinks, and guys, we put up a video a day. Yeah, we take a couple breaks here and there, but we are putting up a video a day every single day, and we're off grid. Okay, and we have to cut, and we have to edit, and we have to content, and we're all over the place with our content to make it interesting for you guys. You know, it's just not every day like blah blah and this and that. So it is not easy to make videos. Don't think that it is. You know, but we love doing it. I mean, like we had a couple days off, and me and Stacy were just talking about things that we have coming up that we want to share with you guys, and we like making the videos for you guys. We get your gratitude and the letters and the support that you guys give to our channel, you Homestead Homies, is phenomenal, and we really feel like we're part of something. You know, it's like a movement, a big thing that people are wanting to get back to healthier eating. They want to have more control over their life and their food, that they want to live a more simple life. That, you know, I mean, here's the deal. I have a friend. Okay, I'm going to get real with you guys. Okay. This is real deal. This is real deal stuff. And then this is probably going to be my last story. I'll answer a few more questions and then we'll wrap it up. I have a friend, okay, in the St. Louis area that I've known since I was a kid, right? We were both kind of young together. Then he moved off. He worked for Disney Studios in California. We reconnected on a weird kind of a way through a mutual friend. He came back here. I came back here. He started a landscaping company. I started a lawn care landscaping company. We're best buddies, hanging out all the time, right? And then I kept telling him, like, my business was successful, but, you know, nobody wants to work anymore, right? So here's the double-edged sword of the internet, because people just want to make money like this, but they don't understand that this is just as much work as like going out and physically doing work. So it was always hard to get people to work, and the stress levels were high, and the hours were long, and if it rained, and you're catching up. So I did that for 6 years or something, 5-6 years, and then I just said, you know what, I've succeeded. I mean, I was good. I was the largest lawn care landscape company in St. Charles County. We had a good business, good AAA, you know, Better Business Bureau rating and all that. So that was cool. But I just said, this is just too much stress, and it's too much on my life and my wife. And that's when we decided to live a more simple life. When I came up here, when we bought this property, when we came up here 6 years ago, I lost contact with him again. But I told him, I said, man, the lifestyle that you're leading with the stress and everything that you are going through all the time is not healthy. Okay, so fast forward, we reconnected like 7-8 months ago. He came up, first time he's been up, and, you know, I showed him around and we talked, and I told him about our YouTube thing, and that was cool. And then so I told him, I said, Kenny, you know, you got 2 young kids, you're stressed out all the time. I haven't talked to you in 5 years, dude, and you are talking about the same exact stuff you were talking about the day I left and said I'm cashing in and gonna go live a simple, more stress-free, you know, life. You know what I'm talking about. And so I don't know if that conversation hit home with him or not, but last week, 10 days ago, his brother passed away, who was 47, 48, right around there, of a massive heart attack. And his brother worked for him exclusively. Okay. So like, he was at the thing, he would set the jobs up. Kenny was the salesman. They had several crew members, and they went out and they did landscaping. He did big landscaping, like, you know, 20-foot retaining walls, and, you know, all kinds of this big landscaping. We were more like, you know, trim around your landscaping in the front of your house and tree rings. And we didn't do like, you know, geotech type landscaping with, you know, engineers and stuff. But he was really good at what he did. But I said, man, you're at the same point. 5 years has gone by, and you're still, you know, stressed out, dude, and it's not good for your health. And so then his brother passed away. But I ran into his cousin the other day, and I asked him, and he said, yeah, Kenny had started liquidating his stuff, his business, and that, you know, his brother and him were just doing some little odd jobs that they were tightening up and getting done. But his brother had a second job working at a restaurant, and he had a massive heart attack at the restaurant while he was working. And there was 4 firemen there eating at the time, he said, and that they worked on him. They started working on him right away. Okay. So they couldn't even bring him back. So it was just a massive blowout. The first sign of a heart attack is death. Okay. There's your first warning. So I'm just back to what I'm saying, you guys. You know, live every day to the fullest. Today is your tomorrow. You know, do what you can where you're at. You know, it's hard sometimes because you feel like you have a certain amount of security or something in a job that's like stressing you out or causing you health problems. My mom worked with computers and stuff her whole life, and now she just retired. But I mean, she's been sedentary for all those years. So I mean, it's just live your life, be as healthy as you can. You know, if it's a, you know, if it, you know, like for us, if it came down to money versus the high stress unhealthy lifestyle, we gave up the money and we just said we're going to live a lot more simpler. Yeah, we can't do vacations all the time when we want to like we used to. We can't do some of the things that we used to, but our quality of life is so much richer. Okay. So I don't know. I'm just trying to, I hope if one person heard that and just said, man, I hope so. I mean, I believe that. I hope it rings home with somebody, because it hits me right in the heart, because I'm telling you guys, that high stressed out lifestyle, I mean, it's gonna get you. You think you're making money, but you're stressed out and you're thinking you're just doing this for my future. On my first video, living off grid or thinking about it, I tell you guys, I know many people that work their whole life, and then they go to retire, and they're gonna die. Like they die like 2 months later, or 6 months later, or less than a year later. I'm just live today, live, you know, tomorrow will take care of itself. Today is your tomorrow. If you want this kind of a lifestyle, start moving towards it. Do what you can where you are. You know, your health is important. You're not meant to be stressed out and eating crappy and, you know, not drinking enough water and not having fermented foods. That's not how your body is made. That's the SAD, the SAD diet. You're made to eat fermented foods. You're made to, you know, even have a nap during the day. You're made to, you know, hunt and gather your food, which is gardening, and your animals. And, you know, if you go deer hunting and put meat in the freeze, you know, that's all what your body is meant to do. That's what we are. And so I'm just saying, you know, that's it. There you go. Top channel, Doug and Stacy of the Year cabin was inspired us to build a small cabin on our land using candles and oil lamps for light and composting toilet. Y'all are so down to earth. That's what we like about you. Thanks a lot for that. Like I say, you know, we hope we're touching people, and, you know, everything we do is not what everybody should do. I mean, we kind of take it to the extreme sometimes, I guess. I mean, we didn't know how this was going to work out for us. And, but, you know, we're happy of the way it did work out. And, you know, and now we get, you know, we get fired up about the littlest victories now. So you know, we're really enjoying our lives, and our kids see it, and hopefully it comes across in our videos. I mean, we love each other. We love what we're doing, and we love communicating and hanging out with you guys. And I mean, you know, hopefully, you know, it comes out in our videos and what we're talking about. And you guys, you know, just on a YouTube note, you know, as you're growing your channel, if you're putting out videos and you're learning stuff, don't fall into the trap of trying to down other channels. You know, I see a lot of that going on all the time. You know, there's channels that we have huge disagreements with, but we still, I mean, I don't have a problem watching their videos or leaving a comment. But I would never like come out and make a video and like talk about them or post something on Facebook and say, you know, something about them. I mean, don't fall into that trap that a lot of people do. And a lot of that, just stay grounded, stay humble. You know, we're not all going to get along with everybody, you know? So just, you know, but there's no reason to just like bash somebody or talk behind their back in a video or in a chat room or in your live shows. I mean, it's just all that stuff. I've heard several other YouTubers lately talk about it, but it comes back around to you. It's a small community. You know, people hear it and they care for you just as much as they care for that person or even more. So they're going to tell you just to kind of give you a heads up, and then people's feelings are going to get hurt. I mean, there's just no reason for it, guys. I mean, I'm telling you guys, there's channels we have disagreements with, and we don't have a problem. We still watch some of their videos. We like to see what's going on with them. And that's just not how we operate. So don't fall into that trap for sure. Especially that Rain Country Homestead. Oh my G. Have you seen that? What's up, Heidi? I mean, we're going to get our video out too. I see you got here kind of late or whatever, but our video will be up soon about the herbs. But, you know, and if you guys are watching channels that start kind of doing that stuff, maybe, you know, you might warn them or something and then just say, you know, you don't want to watch them. I mean, it's, you know, it's just whatever. I mean, you know, it's the internet world. You know, you just have no control over it, but just, you know, pick your friends wisely, you know, and you know, I don't know. Sometimes I just get off on stuff, talking about things that maybe you don't care about. But I do see a lot of that going on lately, and there's just, you know, there's just no reason for it. I mean, I don't know. What does anyone have to gain criticizing what they're doing? I mean, now a discussion is something different. If someone's doing something with animals and you say, hey, maybe that's not cool and they need this and that, that's not what we're talking about. We're just like talking like straight up like those people are stupid and blah, blah, blah. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Don't be confused, guys. Dialogue and discussion. And even though we disagree, and we can have dialogue, and I can, you know, express my opinions. You can express your opinions, even in a non-politically correct way, but we can still be friends and we can still like be part of the same kind of like thing. You know what I mean? It's just everyone, the programming is you have to hang around people that agree totally with you 100%. And if they don't, you need to get them out of your life. That is totally unhealthy. You want people with different ideas. You want people challenging what you're doing. You want people questioning, like, why did you do that when you could do this? That is healthy living. That's good stuff. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a couple things here. How do you skin your cat's Barton family? All right. More suggestions on building YouTube site. I started mine so the community can help be design and build mine from scratch, please. You know, like I said, you just want to get your channel going in, build a homepage. That's one thing I've noticed with a lot of YouTubers. They don't have a good homepage. You can check out our homepage to get an idea of how you want to do it. Make sure you have a welcome to our hey Shandy Lambs, welcome to our channel video. Make sure you put some playlists on the front page. I see a lot of YouTubers. If you're a YouTuber and you listen up, and when we get off this live chat, you go check out your channel. I see a lot of YouTubers who post videos. Maybe they don't do them every day, but they post videos once a week or twice a week or 3 times a week, or, you know, and on their front home page, there is not one single video, but it says like what videos they liked and what channel they subscribe to. You want to fix that. People are lazy. They're not going to go to your videos tab, and they're not going to hit the video tab to see that, wow, this person posts videos. They're going to come to your homepage because they're going to find you through a comment you left somewhere, or maybe this live chat or whatever. And they're going to come to your homepage, and the first thing they're going to say is, oh, they don't even post any videos. And they're going to move on and never visit your site or visit your YouTube channel again. So make sure you have a current videos tab, current uploads tab on your homepage, a welcome to our channel homepage. You can check out our homepage to get ideas. But I think that's one of the biggest mistakes I see some YouTubers that are trying to get videos out make right now. All right. Yeah, we're going to be doing some vermo compost coming up. I already got my bin. I'm trying to keep up, guys. All that stuff's coming up. We're going to be big on the worm compost, composting tea, all that stuff with the worms. So all this stuff will be neat. You were talking about me there, LOL. I had no idea my videos weren't showing up. Sullivan Family Homestead. Yeah, and a lot of you guys have no idea. And I've reached out to some people because I'll go, okay, when people subscribe to our channel, I go and check them out. And if I see they have like 100 or 200 subscribers, I go check them out. I'll leave a comment. I've reached out to people and like to give advice. If they don't want it, they'll just tell me. But like Homestead Tessie, you know, I've reached out to her a couple times to help her because I know she wants to make videos. I know she is enjoying herself and she's a good person. And I'm just trying to offer advice from somebody who had to learn. I had to learn it all myself. I hunted down some advice, but no one ever like said, oh, hey, I just checked out your video and maybe don't put the camera facing right towards the window. See like how I'm doing this? The window's over here, the camera's over here, so it's good light. If I turn this like this, and then I sit in front of this window, then what happens is the camera is stealing all the light from the window, and then I don't show up as good. So I'm trying to give tips like that, and no one ever did that for me. And I'm not like patting myself on the back. All I'm saying is we have a teacher's heart. We want to help people learn. And so we reach out to people when we see little things like that, smaller channels, and we try to help them with that. And so hopefully that's received well and not as a criticism, but we're just like, hey, or like I go to their homepage after visiting their stuff and I'm like, you really need to change this because no one even knows that you're posting videos because it's just how people are. They just click it. And if they don't see stuff, they just move on. They're just like, oh, I see you subscribe and like other videos. You must not post videos. And then they leave. All right, Heidi, I love promoting channels that I watch and enjoy. Yeah, we do too. We do it all the time. Rain Country Homestead, will you make a video? Homestead Tessie is great. I do my best to help smaller channels like that. Just sent her a message this morning even. Yeah, and you know, and don't forget about the bigger channels. You guys don't just focus in on smaller channels. When you're doing something, if you're trying to collab or you're trying to do other things, try to reach out to the bigger channels. That's what brings the exposure. You really can't do collabs if you have 300 subscribers. It's hard to do collabs with people that have 300 subscribers. It's highly likely that 100 and 150 of those subscribers probably already subscribe to each one of those channels. So to get your channel more visible, you want to reach out to channels with more people, and then that broadens your, you know, what do they say, the tent, right? More people in the tent or whatever. So, you know, keep that in mind too. Thank you so much for your advice. My channel is slowly growing. Nearly organic, Noshing, Florida. It will. It takes time. And, you know, you'll post videos and you'll think, man, no one's watching my videos and all this stuff. But just, you have to hang in there. And you know, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff you could do. Only thing I could say for sure is recommend is never join a network. No matter what kind of network it is, never join a network. Okay. That's our thing. We never join a network. We'll never join a network. Everything we have going on is organic. We hustle, we work hard. Never join a network. All right. The only reason why everyone knows me is because I know everyone. Right. Palmetto Paratrooper does collabs with people. He's out there commenting on other channels. He's part of the community, you know, and that's how people get to know you. I don't care if you have 1 sub or 100,000. I like your videos and I talk about you. Thanks, Hope. And yeah, and you've seen us grow. I mean, people that have been with us for a little bit, they've seen us slowly, you know, march up the subscription thing. And really, if you guys are a creator and you're making YouTube videos, subscribers really doesn't matter for much. What matters is the views and the watch time. So you want to create videos that are helping people learn, educational, that you know can bring some value. Okay, so those are my suggestions, man. I hope you guys are, you know, I don't know if I want to turn this into that kind of video. I mean, you guys are asking these questions, and then I'm trying to share what I can with you quickly in this video. Besides, it's easier to stay fluid with your time and your live shows. I was getting difficult to stay dedicated to one time and day. Yeah, I mean, we have the first Thursday of every month at 10:30, and then we'll just pop in a few live shows here and there. But for sure, the first Thursday every month at 10:30 Central Standard Time, we do live shows. But you know, and you don't want to be overexposed either, right? I mean, you don't want to be like we're the Duck Dynasty. I mean, you walk into Walmart and they got books, t-shirts, hats, ties, make hay while the sun shines. I mean, those guys killed it. But you know, you could be overexposed. So, you know, it's a good balance. You know, you just try to find what people like and then you run with that. Cody at Wrangler Star just joined the network. Can you explain why no network? If Cody at Wrangler Star just joined the network, he has lost his marbles. Cody has worked hard to get his channel up. Networks come in, they take control of your AdSense account. You know, you're getting paid through them now, not through Google. They don't do anything extra that you couldn't do yourself. I haven't seen anything. Only thing I've seen good out of it was like a Roman Atwood. He's part of a network, but they like made a movie with him. I mean, they have took him to the next level, so to speak. Most networks, especially you guys, you smaller channel YouTubers who are getting these email notifications, most of these networks are garbage. Basically, they're just going to hijack your AdSense, and then they're going to claim you're part of a network, so you feel important, and then you're going to see your revenues not going to, you know, match up. I've heard nothing but horror stories. All you have to do is Google it. And if Cody at Wrangler Star joined the network, I don't even know what to say about it. I'm honestly, I mean, it's his gig. He can do what he wants, but I cannot believe that he would do that. All right. They offer to help, then ignore you the rest of the contract. That's right. They get you in. They promise you you're going to get more subscribers, more views, more money in from your videos. And then as soon as you join up, they hijack your AdSense account. One guy I was just watching, Nomadic Fanatic. He was part of a network. He hadn't gotten paid in 3 months. He was trying to get a hold of them. They're giving him the runaround. I mean, who needs it, man? You know, I work hard on our videos. You know, we do all the hard work, and there's no reason. If my channel's not going to grow just based on my content and what we're doing and the other extracurricular activity that we do, then that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to turn it over to some other, peoples from some other place and have them have control over my stuff. So that's just how I feel. And you guys can look it up, and you can find the information out for yourself. There's hardly no good stories come from people that join up with networks. It's like having an agent. The golden client gets all the attention. Exactly right. And that's what happened with him too. He's got 100,000 subscribers, and he could have got that many subscribers because of the network. But he had to beg him for 2 months. He had to sit in a rest stop because he couldn't get paid, and he had to like post up in a rest stop for like almost a week, and he hadn't gotten paid in 2 months. So I just don't recommend them. Let's see. Not saying anything bad about the people in the network, as I just found that we started growing and doing it better once we got out. Yeah. I was checking out my channel on Social Blade, and I see I signed with a network. I didn't know. I didn't. LOL. Don't believe everything you read online. I was checking out my channel on Social Blade, and it says I signed with a network. Well, you better find out who that is and get them off your thing. I would. Not being able to hear or see the neighbors is the only reason I want more land. No kidding. All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. One last opportunity to ask a question. How to network. That's right. Collaborations. Reach out to people that you know or that you feel could bring value. Talk about a subject. Exchange videos. Organize it to where one person does a video this day and the next person that day. So each person says, this person's following me. Leave all the links in the description box. That's how you do collaborations. Or you go to their property and you say, hey, I'm here. Let's do a collaboration. So you talk about their property. You guys are hanging out. It's a good homogenation there. That's a collaboration. That's good stuff. And they can also become burdensome. You don't want to be doing too many. And then what happens is you get 50,000 subscribers. Everybody wants to do a collaboration with you because they want to think it's going to just automatically pour subscribers into their YouTube account, which is not necessarily the case. So, it's a double-edged thing. When you're young, you want to do a lot of collaborations, but I'm just telling you, we have 50,000 subscribers. And if I reached out to Cody to do a collaboration, he'd never even return my email. So you want to stay a little bit humble, but you can't do collaborations with everybody. That's all I can tell you. Are you doing the Pratt family YouTube? Hey, I can do it right now. YouTube. Oh, I'm going to give a shout out to, let's see, Grass-Fed Homestead. And I'm also going to give a shout out to Mainly Acres. So go check out those 2 channels. And then don't forget, the Pratt Family Homestead has a video contest going on. You have to tag them in the name of the video, which I'll do in a second. And then you have to say, YouTube! And you guys, Pratt Family Homestead came out to the conference last year. He met us. He stood in front of us and said, man, we just kind of started the YouTube thing. We're on Instagram. I took pictures with him right away when we were standing there, put him on Instagram. I went and talked about him in the videos. And now he's, you know, they're like 4,500 subscribers and they're doing a good job. They're having fun. And they're tackling all these new things. And it's a neat to watch that from the infancy up to where they are now and their continued growth. So if you haven't checked out Pratt Family Homestead, go do that. That's my YouTube shout out. Hopefully I nailed it. And that was good stuff. So there, I just knocked out 2 different things with this video. We just talked about cool stuff, and I got my YouTube shout out. Now we'll retitle the thing here when we hang up. Oh, I hope you like that, Mike. Oh man, that's funny stuff right there. All right, anybody got any more questions? Because I'm going to hit the stop button here in a second. So if you got them, ask them in all caps. Now's your chance. 150 people stopped what they were doing, hang out. Just looked myself up on Social Blade. I make more money than Social Blade. I make way more money than that. Hope's Homestead. Just subscribe to the Grass-Fed Homestead. I still like Cody, God-fearing, humble man, still gives how-to videos. Yeah, that's what, you know, Cody's a good dude, you know, and he's just fine-tuning his craft. And, you know, our channel, you know, things could change, you know, like this year we'll be talking more about the garden. We'll be talking about more other stuff. I mean, whatever. Southern Prepper 1 had like 20,000 subs. I remember that too. As a matter of fact, we have a collaboration maybe in the works with Southern Prepper 1. I was trying to catch up with them when I went out to North Carolina. I don't know if that's going to work out. Doug, am I reading anything currently? Yes, I am reading a book a good friend of ours sent us. It's the Stone Edition Chumash. It is the Torah. And that's what I like to read. How's the greenhouse going? It's going good. I got to get back on it. All right, so we're out of here. Guys, thanks for watching our live show. If you didn't watch the live show, thanks for tuning in and watching it right now. You can just turn it on and walk about your house, get your cleaning done, let the whole thing play, and maybe you'll find a nugget or 2 inside of this video as well. This is Off Grid with Doug and Stacy. I'm Doug, and we'll see you guys on the next one.